going on here, and now we're back again, and nothing has changed. They have black mold here on the 3rd floor bathroom now. They painted over the 5th floor bathroom here, and they didn't take care of the problem. They can't fix the problem because they don't have no more money to fix it. They have squandered all the money that's been under their budget here for this year, for last year. So now we're in a state right now where you got the clients here that's being abused by the supervisors here. We just got a video we just posted where a supervisor pushed one of the clients outside the door.
I saw
That's
that.
harassment. That's not supposed to take place. You got the security guards in here sleeping. Donald Trump, I am challenging you right now to freeze their federal funding, their federal grants that they're getting. DHS, you're coming out here, you just came out here today. You're coming out here every day and you're not doing anything about the problem. The problem still exists and we are not going nowhere until it's fixed. Now, this is the second time I've been here. There's 3 people that has been terminated since we was here before. All right? We got the drug dealer, he's gone. We got the facility manager, he's gone. We got another porter, he's gone. We're not gonna stop until we get the PAs. We got a PA in here by the name of AKA Nikki. I already have called ICE. If her work visa is expired, we want her out of here. We also made calls to the Manhattan Borough president. Where are you at? Mayor Eric Adams, where are you at? You said you wanted to work with me. Where are you at? These things are still going on here. The clients are still living in a bad situation. There's terrible mold going on the 3rd floor bathroom. And how do I know? Because the clients are showing me the pictures, recent pictures. Also, I have statements, 15 statements from clients in here that have talked about the workers here that was selling drugs, the director, Miss Escalin, who has condoned these type of behaviors. And we need some things to be done here. You got the security guard, as we just showed the video earlier, sleeping on his post. You had another security guard sitting right there that was eating on his post. There's a break room that they're supposed to go to and they're supposed to eat. They do not supposed to be eating on their post. They do not supposed to be sleeping on their post. The mold on the 5th floor, you can't see it now because they painted over the mold. How can you paint over a mold? Mold's supposed to be removed, not covered up. They got drain worms. They still got bed bugs. And I'm going to do one even better. I'm going to step aside for 1 minute, and I'm going to let one of the clients here that was harassed pushed out of the doorway by Keith, which we want his job. Care for the homeless, you watching these videos. We want his job. The public want his job. We want Nikki's job. We want everybody's job that's involved with the corruption that's going on in this place. What they try to do is they try to keep everything in-house. They don't want nothing coming out those doors. But I brought it outside the doors. And it's not just here. They have a shelter in Brooklyn, in East New York. They're firing people there because they're not reporting things. Help me make sense of this. They said that I was insubordinate to a supervisor, and I posted the video, the audio of me and the supervisor, and there was no insubordination there. This is a wrongful termination. This is a violation of the Whistleblower Act, and things have to change. So now they're calling the cops, and they can call the cops. We ain't worried about the cops. I want this building shut down. 427, they got a nerve to have a crucifix on top of the daggone building. They got a nerve to have a crucifix on top of the building. The porter that they brought in here, they brought him in here from East New York. There's a lot of nepotism going on here. Why is it that Miss Allura Escalin, who allegedly, by the words of their own porters, here, is drinking on the job. She's condoning drinking on the job. The supervisors are drinking on the job. We're not making this stuff up. And guess what? I'm speaking for those who don't have a voice, who can't speak, who's scared to speak, because they'll retaliate against you.
Oh yes, shelter does that a lot.
They will retaliate against you. And I want y'all to pay attention to this young lady that's about to come in front of the camera, because if they retaliate against her, we have to keep her safe.
Yes,
All right?
I'm with you. 100%.
I don't care if a client here is loud, irate, disrespectful, cursing. You still have to operate under professionalism, courtesy, and respect. You cannot take matters in your own hand, pushing people outside the door, and you're a staff here. You cannot do that. Come, young lady, if you want to come and speak and state your name, your whole name.
That's the main camera.
Hi, my name is Stacy, and
Stacey,
Stacy Burke is my name, and I've been in the shelter system for going on 5 years. They sent me to jail. I did 2 years in jail. Basically, they don't want me to record them, so they try to make it seem like I violated. They try to make it seem like I violated the order of protection.
That's the main camera. You gotta look at the camera.
Okay. They try to make it seem like I violated the order of protection, but in reality, it's because they didn't want to be exposed. So now that I came out of jail, I have a voucher and an income, and these people are not helping me. There are so many different subsidies that are going around, and they make it seem like I have a better chance in winning the lottery than I do getting an apartment out of the shelter. And there's so many more people like me. There's this woman that I met in Van Sicklen Single Woman Shelter in Brooklyn, and she had been there for over 20 years. The woman was at a 90-degree angle. I'm not exaggerating, literally at a 90-degree angle, and she had been in the shelter for over 20 years. Nobody's helping. Like, they pick and choose who they want to help, and then they're verbally abusive, physically abusive. Mr. Moorville, or Moorland, I think his name is, physically pushed me out of the door by the directives of the director. The director told him to move me.
That was yesterday?
No, this was a few days ago. This was like when I just got here. Wednesday, I believe, February 11th.
Did you file a complaint?
I tried to. They called the police on me because they tried to say that I was trespassing, even though I was not trespassing. And I mentioned it to the cops, and the cops said that that's harassment and that he didn't see it, and basically, like, it's nothing that he can do. And I know that they don't protect us, they protect them. So that's why I didn't even go any further with it. But he also, like, ever since then, they've been very aggressive. Like, even today when I came in, I told them that my clothes weren't, I wasn't decent because I had to wash my clothes. And they told me that I still had to take off my jacket by men, in front of men. I had to be wanded by the man. I had to turn around, and I felt very uncomfortable, and I let them know that I felt very uncomfortable with this, and they didn't care. They said that that's the procedure. There's no female security officers most of the time. It's mostly all men. How is that for a women's facility? I don't understand. And then on top of not giving people housing, they also have this rule about no food. And it just reminds me so much of slavery, because how are you going to tell me I can't bring food into where I temporarily, or, you know, I'm residing for a little while? And they're eating in there. They said they're complaining about rodent problems, but they have to make it seem like it's a reason, but in reality it's not, because I haven't saw one roach. I'm not saying they don't have roaches. I haven't saw one roach since I've been in this facility. And the room that I was renting, within 20-30 minutes, I saw roaches. You know what I'm saying? So if it was that bad of a rodent problem, we would see them. It's not. They just want to enslave us, I feel like. They want to criminalize us and dehumanize us and degrade us because we're homeless. This morning, I asked one of the guards that was eating, why did he get to eat?
They do hurt us.
Yes.
They do hurt us.
Yes, they do.
They do hurt us.
Yes, and it's so sad. So I asked,
They do abuse.
Yes.
They do abuse us.
and this is why we're doing this, because it's so quietly kept. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a voice. We feel like you call 311 Coalition of the Homeless. They working with them. Nobody don't come out here to protect us at all. So
that's gonna change. That's gonna change.
Yes, amen. It has to. So
With this man right here, it's gonna change for sure.
yes. And so I asked the security guard, why does he get to eat? And he said, me and him is not the same. I'll go eat your shelter food. That's what he told me. I put the videos on TikTok. And that's really how they feel.
Nigga said what to you?
He said he said we're not the same. Me and him is not the same. He can eat here because they work. And I said, so what about the working clients? Are they allowed to come in and eat their food because they work too? He said no. We have to stand up outside or in that area, this area right here. That's the only place where we can eat. But they can eat all over, not in the break room or anything like that. Another main
food.
Yeah, and then they made
What it
today.
says,
I had a
what it
burger
says.
in my bag because I refused to hide it anymore. So they saw it and they
You got
threw
a
it
light?
away.
You got a light?
Instead of
No, shit. No.
no, I don't got a light. Instead of leaving it there for another client to eat because obviously some people may be hungry, they deliberately threw it in the garbage.
They do that a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
All
And-
shelters do that shit.
And on top of that, the no mail. Like there's a sign that says we're supposed to receive mail 6 days out the week. And from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. I haven't received mail since 2020. No mail at all. When I went to Rikers Island, I received mail. I didn't update my mailing address while I was in jail. And every time I mention it to them, they also make it seem like it's impossible to rectify that situation. And they tell me to go to the post office. But if that was how it's supposed to work, then they should have that in writing and say when you move to a different shelter, you need to update your mailing address. That's not a thing because before I lost my permit in 2018. Up until 2020, I was getting mail and I was in different shelters. So how did they lose track of me in 2020 all of a sudden? And nobody can get track of me still now. I received no mail.
Right.
The
God,
reason-
God mercy on your soul. God
The
mercy.
reason- the
God mercy. God mercy on your soul.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay.
God mercy.
The reason
God mercy.
the reason I found out that they took my that they changed my mailing address is because I was gonna rent a room on my own, and at first I was getting like $900 something in Social Security money, and then it dropped to like $700, and I was confused as to why did they reduce it. And I reached out to Social Security. They said because they mailed me letters and I never responded, so they automatically just has it down that I agreed to the
Place
to
be
take
shut down.
for Medicare.
Yo, honestly.
So
This place
another
is
thing,
horrible.
it's,
This place is horrible.
look at her, she's in tears. I'm just
It's
too
a
numb to
place-
cry.
it's a bad
You know what I'm saying?
place.
It's just,
It really is. It's a bad place. It really is. It really is. It's a horrible place. It really is. It really is. It really is.
we're gonna be okay though.
It really is. It's a horrible place. No. No.
Now,
And my phone frisked. This is a bad phone.
It's a horrible
It
place.
is, and it's sad that they think that they could get away with
It
it.
really
Like,
is a fucked up
It is.
place.
it is, and too many women are going through this.
It really is.
And this is not the only shelter. This is just a prime example of what goes on in these shelters. This is not the only
It
one.
really is. It really is some fucked up shit.
Like we have other issues other than housing, and they know that, and they make it absolutely impossible for us to even, have a moment of peace, because the moment you walk in this place, they're attacking you. Like they bring the thing to the door, like the bucket for us to put our stuff in. They bring it to the in between door. You have to get, take all your stuff off in the in between door. Then you go inside, and they telling you, oh, take off this, turn around, do this, no food, no this. Come on.
How many people?
And DHS, you're not going to be off the hook. We are not. See, you leave it up to the supervisor that just came out here and got in the car and said, oh, people do anything for clout. This is not about no clout. When I came here, I worked, I did my job, and I respected anybody here that was inside here, no matter what their situation was. So now we're in a place right now where people got mental disabilities, and some people just don't have a place to live. That doesn't mean that they're not a human being.
Right.
We're not going to stop until change has been brought. This place is going to get shut down, or they're going to revamp all the staff here. All the staff has to go, all of them, from the directors all the way down to the PAs. All right. So that's where we at with it. DHS, I went to your office, your headquarters. Y'all turned me away. Y'all told me I had to have an appointment to come down there. The HR headquarters, they said you could call DHS all you want. Only thing they're gonna do is contact us. So they really don't care about the people in here. They don't. So we got 3 people that have been terminated. We want all of them terminated. We want a whole new staff here. We want new PAs here. We want new supervisors here. We want new director.